All right. Champions League, huge match coming up. We're diving into Slovan Bratislava versus AC Milan.
Oh, yeah. This one's got all the makings of a classic David versus Goliath kind of story, right?
Yeah, you've got the struggling underdog and then Milan trying to find their footing, right? I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, but let's go a little deeper than just, underdog versus favorite.
Sure.
I mean, we're looking at Slovan Bratislava at the very bottom of their group, haven't gotten a single point.
Oh.
And their goal differential is a painful -13. That's the worst in the Champions League.
Oh, wow.
And then on the other side, you've got AC Milan. They're looking for their third win in a row.
Yeah.
Which would really push them up the standings.
Yeah, and speaking of Slovan, you look at their Champions League form.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty rough, hasn't it? I mean, 7 straight losses in major European competitions.
Wow.
Longest drought since 2014. Ouch.
Yeah.
That's got to weigh on them, right?
Yeah, it's going to be tough mentally.
But what's really interesting, though, is their domestic form, right?
Yeah.
Unbeaten in their last 9 matches at home.
So it's like, is there something there? Yeah,
exactly. Can they, bottle that up and then unleash it in the Champions League?
I mean, it is a completely different, level of competition.
Right, yeah.
But it shows they're capable of playing well, at least, on some level.
Right.
I guess the question is, can they do it against a team like AC Milan?
Especially an AC Milan team coming off some big wins, right?
Yeah.
Including that very impressive victory against Real Madrid.
Yeah, huge win.
They're looking to close that 3-point gap to the top 8 in their group, which, for anyone who doesn't really follow the Champions League very closely, that means qualifying for the knockout stage.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think even with those recent wins, bridging that gap is not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Competition is fierce.
Right.
But this match also has some interesting historical kind of parallels for Milan, right? A win, if they can win by 2 or more goals, this would be their 3rd consecutive Champions League victory with that margin.
Okay.
The last time that happened was 2005.
Oh, wow.
A season that ended with them in the Champions League final.
All right, so this is where it starts getting interesting. Are we potentially seeing the beginnings of another historic Milan run? Especially considering that, they've had a little bit of a slow start in Serie A.
Right.
This could be the spark they need.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible,
yeah.
But I think consistency is going to be, really important here.
Right.
Domestically, they haven't been playing their best.
Right.
So if they can carry this momentum, that would be a big deal for them.
Okay, so let's talk about the players who could be difference makers.
Yeah.
For Slovan Bratislava, it's got to be David Strelec, right?
For sure.
3 goals in his last 2 home games.
Wow.
All of them in the first half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not just the goals either. It's his movement off the ball, his ability to find space in the box.
You can't teach that.
If Bratislava wants to pull off an upset, they're going to need him at his best. Right?
Totally.
For Milan,
yeah.
Johnny Reinders, he's been leading the charge for them.
For sure.
Top scorer in the UCL this season with 3 goals.
Yep.
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and actually, it's kind of interesting. The last AC Milan player to score more in a single Champions League campaign, excluding penalties, was Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Wow, okay.
Back in the 2010-2011 season.
Yeah, so those are some big shoes to fill.
Talk about a legacy.
Right. So before we finish up here, there's one stat I just can't get over.
Oh, wait on me.
In 5 of
yeah.
AC Milan's last 6 Champions League games, the home team has scored exactly once.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think? Will this trend continue?
I mean, it's a really fascinating pattern.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Trends can be fickle.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't, bet money on it continuing just based on statistics.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So we've got Slovan Bratislava, desperate to break their losing streak and pull off an upset.
A miracle upset.
And against a resurgent AC Milan, hungry for continued success, potentially looking at a repeat of their historic 2005 campaign.
Yeah, it's like a classic clash of narratives, right?
Yeah.
You've got Bratislava, like we said, their domestic form gives them a little bit of hope.
Right.
But then you look at Milan's recent wins and those historical parallels, makes them the clear favorites.
Exactly. So, what's your prediction? We've given you the facts, the trends, the potential storylines.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Can Bratislava defy the odds? Will Milan dominate? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts.
We'd love to hear them.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.